everyone to some more Genshin Impact. And today, I'll be doing the new event that is available in the game called Fabulous Fungus Frenzy. And it has 5 parts to it, which is why I'm going to pre-record the whole thing. I was sort of debating whether to stream it or not, but I kind of want to record it. So, yeah. Pre-record it, not stream it. So yeah, I got the quest right here. It automatically got added. And this is quite the title. The most fantastic tournament you've never heard of? Question mark. Okay, take a walk around Sumeru City. The people of Sumeru are gradually returning to their peaceful daily lives, but you and Paimon notice a strange sign while on your way to find new commissions. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Of course, there's 4 other parts. I'm actually not quite sure if they will be separate videos or this is gonna be one giant video. All we can do is just wait and find out. So, yay! Anyways, let's get started. Wait, I didn't I forgot to navigate the quest. Also, this is an unusual day because I've been out earlier today and now I'm recording. So, I mean, it's not that unusual, but, you know. And also, it's been a while since I pre-recorded, so it probably took about 10 times to get this intro right, so, you know. And also, OBS updated, and I had to re-plug in my mic, so that's fun.
There's a new bulletin board here, and it has pictures of fungi on it.
Huh. Okay, event notice. Interested in capturing well-behaved fungi and getting up close and personal with them? Want to try commanding fungi in combat and experience the thrill of defeating powerful opponents? Excited about forming your very own fungi team and facing off against our other beast tamers in an action-packed battle? Look no further. The first ever Nilo Paula Cup Beast Tamers tournament is about to begin. We anticipate your arrival. All you have to do is sign up for the tournament and give it a go. Bountiful rewards await. Okay, we just read that. Training fungi to fight each other? That's a very unexpected mode of entertainment.
But fungi are monsters! We can't let this go ahead! It's way too dangerous! Let's go check out the tournament. If it's as dangerous as it sounds, at least we'll be there to stop things from getting too out of control.
Oh my god, the title is so long. Well, thinking about it, I don't think that's been the longest quest title. I think the longest one had to be the... I forgot the name. The figurine quest from the, what is it called? Iridori Festival? I think so, the 2.6 event. Okay, I'm not walking all the way there. Oh, it's all the way in Port Ormuz. Yeah, as you can see, I have my reactive image up. Because I decided to fill in the gap there with, you know, my reactive image. Well, I'm saying that because when I last pre-recorded an event, I didn't have it up, so I decided to have it up this time. Okay, where is this? Ah, it's over here.
Welcome, contestants, to the Niludpala Cup Beast Tamers Tournament. I am Cautilia, a senior Amorta researcher and the organizer of today's tournament. I'm sure you're probably all very intrigued by the idea of fighting fungi and excited at the prospect of our amazing prizes. But at the same time, you may well have some concerns about the safety of this tournament. Worry not, the wisdom orb we've developed exclusively for this event makes use of Amorta's most advanced intellectual boost technology. It is absolutely reliable and safe. So please cast your reservations aside and enter the tournament with confidence. Also, it gives me great pleasure to announce that this event is sponsored by Mr. Elhingen, a renowned businessman from Fontaine who has generously provided a grand total of 60 million mora for our prize fund. And if anyone is able to prove themselves capable of carrying out Mr. Elhingen's philosophy by passing the ultimate trial, he will be willing to give them his entire fortune. The only other condition is that the winner must agree to carry on Mr. Elhingen's legacy by hosting the Niludpala Cup Beast Tamers Tournament in the future.
Whoa! Paimon can't believe that rich guy threw 60 million mora at this event. Just like that. And what was all that about inheriting his entire fortune if you promised to keep his beast taming tournament going? Also, hosted by an academia scholar, huh? Pretty official. Might be a little inappropriate if we just barged in and tried to shut it down. So, why don't we enter the tournament and see if this wisdom orb thingy actually works?
Paimon, you just want the prize money, don't you?
No, that's not it. It's just, now that everything in Sumeru has finally settled down, don't you think it'd be a little unfair to Nahida if we keep picking trouble with the academia? And he sounded really confident. Paimon's curious about how this mysterious fungi taming device works.
And what if it works really well? What will you do to the fungi?
Although they've caused us trouble in the past, the fungi aren't just aggressive monsters, right? They're more like wild animals with bad tempers. Since there's no longer any safety concerns, we don't need to worry. Maybe we can even try becoming friends with the fungi. Paimon thinks that would be fun. Besides, if we do well in the tournament, we'll be able to earn some extra mora. There are basically no drawbacks.
Alright, let's see what all the fuss is about then. But we should stay cautious, just in case.
Yep, that's the way we roll. Looks like we signed up over there. Come on, let's grab a wisdom orb and enter the tournament.
Okay, give me a second, because on my end, my volume is very low. Because I'm not wearing my usual headset when I record, well, when I record and stream. When I just normally record or something else, I just don't. Oh yeah, and also... Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, and also if you notice, I can't tell if you guys can notice through recording, but they actually added the original anti-aliasing option to the graphics again earlier today. I don't know when it was, but the download update happened earlier. So yeah, it's back to the SMAA setting. So yeah, a little less laggy because I noticed that the new one they implemented did not like my computer at all. It really didn't like it. Anyways.
Huh? Looks like the people ahead of us are still signing up. Let's wait our turn.
Golden Comet and Silver Companion. So, you're competing too?
Huh? You know us? But what's with those names? We've never heard them before.
You're a tough duo if the posters are to be believed. Some mercenaries who managed to escape from you painted your portraits, warning others to avoid messing with you at all costs.
Paimon doesn't know whether to be flattered or to try and explain that we aren't as scary as the rumors suggest.
Unfortunately, the rules of this tournament state that beast tamers aren't allowed to use their weapons, or even fight each other directly. Your impeccable combat skills won't be any use to you here. The tournament is about capturing fungi, training them, and commanding them in combat. There's no way of knowing whether commanding fungi is a skill you'll be able to master in time.
That's true. We've never captured a fungus before and wouldn't know anything about how to get them to fight. Wait a second! You don't look like a staff member! What are you lecturing us for? Who are you anyway?
The name's Sania. I used to work for the Eremites, taming grumpy sumpter beasts. Ended up with a reputation for being a beast tamer, so they got me involved with testing the wisdom orb early on. Anyway, my name ain't worth remembering. I'm just an illiterate nobody. All I'm good for is doing odd jobs for Eremite mercs. Just think of me as another contestant. I do have a lot of experience taming beasts, though. Want me to teach you?
You want to team up with us?
You guys are worth me getting to know, as allies or opponents. Because either way, you can get rid of some obstacles for me in this competition. Of course, I prefer allies if possible.
Well, that was blunt, but also quite honest. It's definitely better to have an expert teach us than figure everything out on our own, right? What do you think? Should we take her up on her offer?
All right then. Take this wisdom orb and let's go catch some fungi at the designated area.
She gets right to the point, doesn't she?
Okay.
This is where you'll capture your fungi. The fungi in this area are highly compatible with the wisdom orb, and they're ideal for training and competing with. The wisdom orb can capture and store fungi. It also serves as a controller. I recommend giving each fungus a code name to make commanding them easier. For example, this one next to me is Pyro 1, which means Pyrofungus number 1.
You just go after elements and then number them? Seems kind of boring to Paimon. This fungus looks pretty lively. Why don't we call it Bouncy Happy Shroom?
Paimon is the best at coming up with names. I also have some suggestions if you're interested.
Thanks, but no thanks. I've got my own way of naming them and I'm gonna stick with it. It's simple, straightforward. It helps me with managing them.
Yeah, you're probably used to calling it Pyro 1 anyway. Alright, we'll stop. But wait until you hear the great names we come up with for our fungi. You might want to reconsider then.
Okay. Okay, we have the gadget. Okay. Okay, it's all the way up here. Oh. Oh. What's all this? Okay, capture a floating hydrofungus. Capture a stretchy electrofungus. Oh, they look so cute. Oh dear. There's quite a bit to understand here. Okay. So electro and hydro ones that we should get. Okay. In the fungus capture challenge, fungi will roam the capture zone. And if you are detected as you approach them, they will enter an alert state and flee a certain distance from you. And the gadget. Okay, to capture them. Okay, speed depends on electro or pyro. Oh, based on Paimon's suggestions. Oh. Use the wisdom orb to capture. What? Oh, so that's how it is. No, it's so fast. Oh, I just pressed that so quickly. This fungus is super tall and can use electro. Now, what shall we call it? We have our options. Eladrill, Tingle Shroom, or Stormlord. I'll pick Eladrill. There's not much of it. Huh, didn't we meet this sort of fungus a long while back? Well, let's make sure to give it a nice name. They're all the same. Well, guess we had no choice but to call it Bongo Head. Sure.
Paimon's a fungi naming expert. Every one of these will sound really cool when you call them out in the arena.
The self-awareness that our response. The names he came up with for the second fungus, all three suggestions were the same.
The round hat on this little guy's head kinda looks like a drum, don't you think? The first thing that came to Paimon's mind when she saw it was, if you hit it on the head, it's definitely gonna go bing bong. How does the name Bongo Head sound?
Oh, wow. I think Bing Bong is optimistic. Probably more like a squelch. I'll just say the top one.
But look how happy it looks. That means it likes the name. Okay then, Bongo Head it is. Aw, Bongo Head's just like a little puppy. Paimon's never seen this side of a fungus before. From now on, we need to look out for each other, Bongo Head. Okay, let's go catch some more fungi and make a team for Bongo Head.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so where am I going? Yeah, I'm not walking all the way there. As I said, I have a habit of wanting to walk to my quest destinations, but sometimes no. I'm not gonna walk that insane distance. So we got some things. Huh. Stretchy Geo and Whirling Cryo. Let's go look. Huh. Oh, this is different. Okay. Oh yeah, we could get a crown in this event. Oh, we could get more of these books. Because I'm trying to collect a lot of Praxis books. And, it's very painful. I don't like it. Well, it's more like talent book grinding in general. It's very painful. Capture the fungi. that one's alert. Okay. This fungus has such a big head, but it's more agile than it looks. Let's give it a unique name, shall we? So we have the option Stout Waist, Hard Hat, Crasher Basher. Oh yeah, there's different responses here. I just didn't check the other ones before. I like the top one, which is Stout Waist. Stout Waist. But it's more like its head, but maybe this. Yes, Stout Waist. Okay. This sword's pretty hard to catch, huh? Let's figure out what to call it, shall we? So we have Pickending. What? Cool Shroom. And Cool It. Paimon's heard that names can be warnings as well. You know, we'll go with this because, you know. Cool It.
Great, you've now collected all 4 fungi. The next step is to use the floral jelly provided by the organizers to boost your fungi's abilities. That way, they'll be able to unleash powerful skills during combat.
Paimon can't believe we're making progress so quickly. It's all thanks to your help, Hania. Alright, let's all return to the arena now. Huh? Look, someone's staggering along with a fungus running circles around her. Is she being attacked? She's collapsed! Let's go see what's happening. I can't go on. Too weak. Are you hurt? How bad is it?
Watch out!
Pyro 1, take it out!
Wait, it's not an enemy. It's my shroom buddy. I'm just a little too tired to walk right now, but I still need to find 3 more shroom buddies to qualify for the tournament.
Shroom buddies?
You mean you're a contestant too? I wasn't counting on running into other contestants here. Maybe this is the end of the road for me. Twirly Whirly on its own is no match for you. Look after Twirly Whirly for me. Take him with you to the top. Hey, don't give up. It's not like we're a bunch of eremites trying to steal your fungi. Your shroom buddies. We're better than that. You should at least hang in there until we're in the arena, so we can compete against each other properly. Hania over here is a professional beast tamer, and despite knowing that we might be her fiercest competitors, she still gave us lots of help and advice.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Take it as a compliment. Paimon's really getting into this.
State your name and mission! Golden Comet and Silver Companion shall gladly come to your aid! Really? Then, could you please help me collect the rest of the 4 shroom buddies I need? Does this mean my luck is finally starting to change? My name is Layla. I'm just a student in the Ratawa's Darshan, so I don't have any impressive titles or anything. And my goal is to make it into the quarterfinals. If I can make it to the quarterfinals, I'll get to take my shroom buddies home and delegate some of my physical labor to them. Of course, I'll take good care of them too. Oh yeah! Paimon read that in the rules somewhere. All quarterfinalists get to take home any fungi of their choice. But what do you mean physical labor? You're a student. Shouldn't you be busy with coursework and writing papers? This is pretty embarrassing, but, so I must have some sort of congenital sleep disorder or something, 'cause I can never seem to get enough sleep, and I'm always really low on energy. Even the smallest amount of exercise makes me... Well, you saw me just now. I get so tired, I collapse from exhaustion. So when I said physical labor, I just meant basic stuff like moving books around or fetching things I need from the store. You don't need to be embarrassed about that. It's totally normal. Paimon delegates chores to her all the time.
First she calls them buddies, then she talks about wanting to live with them. Ridiculous. She sounds just like Elhingen.
I wonder what Honey, so annoyed about.
Well, looks like you've mastered everything already and moved on to helping others. I'm delighted for you. I'll see you around. Good luck.
Huh? Why is Ania leaving all of a sudden? We haven't thanked you or Pyro 1 yet, Ania! Let's at least go get something to eat together! What's wrong? That beast tamer... Is she... angry? Probably not. She's pretty blunt and doesn't make a great first impression, but she's definitely not a bad person. Otherwise, why would she have helped us?
Maybe she has something urgent to do. We'll see her again at the tournament.
Yeah, we'll see her again, and when we do, let's give her some gifts to show her our gratitude. In the meantime, let's follow her example by doing our best in the tournament, helping other contestants, and making sure Layla gets to compete. Thank you so much. I'll try my best to contribute too. I don't want to be a burden to you guys. Nicely done. Now that we put together Layla's team, she should be eligible to take part. Let's head back to the arena and confirm with them.
Okay. And also, we finally get to meet Layla, who is going to be playable in the Phase 2 of this update. And since I'm obviously going to pull for a character in the second half of the update, how do I put this? I'm obviously going to end up getting her off the banner, so yeah. Okay, we're still here. Okay. Every single time I go here, sometimes the texture on the ground just does not load immediately, and I'm like, why is it so blurry? Also, I just remembered, and thanks to the special program, there's going to be like a character not from Sumeru appearing, and I'm very curious on who it is. Because they didn't specify, they're just like, oh, you'll be seeing someone very familiar. It's like, okay. Oh.
Let Paimon see how the qualifying rounds are looking. Great! We're in a different group from Layla, so we won't have to compete against each other in the early stages of the competition. Actually, I hope I don't have to fight you guys in the later stages either.
Oh? Hello there, little ones.
Oh, speaking of which, I literally just brought it up that we might be seeing someone familiar.
Sure enough, you're at the center of the action once again. You two truly are like the main characters in your own light novel.
Miko? What are you doing here? Is Paimon hallucinating?
This tournament was advertised far and wide, including all the way over in Inazuma. They even handed out flyers in front of Yai Publishing House. Don't you think a tournament like this makes a perfect candidate for light novel treatment?
It does seem like a good place to find source material. There are lots of stories you could tell about this.
Yai Publishing House is working on a bestseller that, if all goes to plan, will stay a bestseller for the next 50 years. The theme is friendship and rivalry, so we decided to bring our up-and-coming author Soka here to gather some inspiration. I, of course, need to ensure my writer's manuscripts are up to par, so I will be taking part in the tournament myself to get a little taste of what it's like. Here's my little partner in crime. Soka named it Blitzara. I think it's rather good. Very distinctive.
Who knew there'd be such a big turnout? Even Miko's here.
Soka, come say hi to the little ones. They're set to be some of the fiercest competition you face in the tournament. You should put them in your novel as major characters.
Yes, Chief Editor. For the sake of my readership, I won't back down. I'll beat you.
See you in the arena.
Yeah, just 'cause you're with Miko doesn't mean we'll go easy on you.
Ooh, yes. More of that. Do you feel that, Soka? Declaring a challenge to your archenemy in the making before the competition begins is a key plot device that helps build dramatic tension.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling that exactly. Just thinking about competing against Her Excellency's Hanamizaka tour confidant is making me so nervous. I'm losing my mind.
In that case, head back to the inn and capture your nervous breakdown in writing while it's still fresh. This'll make excellent source material, too.
She's terrifying, but she also seems really dedicated to her craft. I hope we can be friends.
And who is this softly spoken little lady?
She's our new friend, Layla! We met her while we were out capturing fungi. Layla's entering the tournament because she wants to take her trained fungi back home to live with her. Her goal is to make it to the quarterfinals.
Training fungi, and then domesticating them? How fascinating. You must be full of secrets. There's an intriguing story to be told here, no doubt. I'm Yai Miko, a light novel editor. Purely out of personal interest, and right now what I'm most interested in is you. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine.
I have no idea how to respond to that. Traveler, Paimon, I really appreciate all your help. But I want to get to know my four shroom buddies a little better and prepare for the qualifiers, so I'll go do some training now. Don't push yourself too hard, Layla! You'll end up collapsing from exhaustion again! Miko, what are you doing scaring a new friend off like that?
Oh, am I really so terrifying? Well then, I'll simply have to talk to her again another time to clear things up. But that can wait. Judging from your expression, it seems like you have something you want to say to me, little one.
What are you really doing in Sumeru? Or what's going on behind the scenes of this tournament? First one.
I'm comforted to know that you didn't lose your heads amidst the hype, and you're not just in this to have some fun. Unfortunately, though, it appears that we're about to be interrupted.
Guji Yae, what an honor to finally meet you. We're so privileged that our tournament is your first destination in Sumeru.
Huh? Isn't that the organizer? And that super rich businessman is here too.
Goodness, I presume that the tournament is proceeding very smoothly indeed. Otherwise, how would the host and sponsor themselves have the time to spare to chat with contestants one-on-one?
How you jest, Guji Yae! Those such as your esteemed self deserve nothing short of the most lavish reception Sumeru has to offer. I see you've already had the chance to try out the Wisdom Orb. what are your thoughts on the future prospects of this technology? You know, with your blessing, it can be introduced into Inazuma, allowing you to swiftly resolve the situation of,
Right now, I am nothing but an ordinary editor-in-chief. I'm here to enjoy my vacation and gather some inspiration along the way. And if I can at all help it, I'd rather not concern myself with such weighty topics as the future fate of nascent technologies.
Don't be so pushy, Mr. Cautelia. Droning on about the Academia's business ambitions is hardly respectful to our honored guest, who has traveled all the way from the land of thunder to be here. Not to mention that Guji Yae is busy catching up with her friends. I dare say it was both unnecessary and discourteous to interrupt their conversation like this.
A most pertinent remonstration coming from you, Mr. Elhingen. You do conduct yourself in such an unobtrusive manner, much as you have in your entire career, quietly amassing an enormous fortune while remaining almost entirely unknown.
Why, to hear such high praise from the great Guji Yae is more prestige than I could ever hope for. Please, should you require anything at all, do not hesitate to seek my assistance. I will do everything within my ability to make your stay in Sumeru an enjoyable one. Also, to have the renowned traveler here at the tournament is an unexpected delight. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you in action.
Thank you?
Miko, they're here to do business with you, right? Should you really be turning them away like this? Especially the rich guy? Paimon thinks working with him could have a lot of advantages for Yae Publishing House.
Promoting an entirely new event throughout all of Teyvat so rapidly would be an impossible feat for any ordinary businessman. I, for one, do not wish for Yae Publishing House to be the subordinate partner in a business relationship with him. Besides, the tournament has only just begun. Who knows whether it will go on to be a success? I want to focus on trying to enjoy myself, while keeping one eye open for potential liabilities.
Potential liabilities. So you've noticed.
Fungi may look adorable, but they carry potent elemental energy inside their bodies. Letting one's guard down around these creatures would be an unwise move, don't you think?
So it wasn't just us. Yeah, we started out with some safety concerns about this event, but the wisdom orb seems pretty amazing. At least all the fungi we used it on have been very well behaved, like our bongo head here. Seems we don't need to be too nervous after all.
Oh, Paimon, you're just as carefree and enthusiastic as ever. Well, it's about time for me to get into character. As a contestant, I need to go and get ready for the tournament. See you in the qualifiers. Blitzara, say goodbye to our friends.
Coming here was a great idea. Look at us, making new friends, bumping into Miko. Oh, this competition is shaping up to be a whole lot of fun. Come on, let's go get some floral jelly for Bongo Head's training, like Hania suggested.
Okay, we're still going. Go to the floral jelly vendor. Okay, it's not too far away. I thought it was far away for a second, but no, it's kind of close by. Well, didn't expect Miko to be here. Honestly, that actually came out to be a surprise. Because I think a lot of people were trying to think of, like, different characters, like, oh, maybe them, but, no. Huh. I mean, who knows? But, anyways.
Ah, the champions to be, here at long last. Come on now, use the floral jelly and awaken your fungi's true potential.
Champions to be? Thanks for the compliment. So you've heard about us too?
Of course. I was standing right next to you when you collected your wisdom orb. I couldn't find a convenient opportunity to introduce myself, as Hania was busy explaining the tournament to you. With an expert mentor like Hania, I'm sure you'll become excellent beast tamers in no time.
If even the staff are singing her praises, Hania must really know what she's doing. Well, all the more reason to give it our all.
Okay. During the what? Coruscating Potential Challenge, you must use floral jellies to form blends that your fungi enjoy. Once they have absorbed them, they will awaken their potential. Okay, switch positions. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's on that too. Train. Let's go. Yeah, we have no choice but to. Yeah, let's do this first. So. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. It's so jelly. Well, I mean, that's the point. That's literally what it is. But it's... You just have this squishy noise, and it's like, what? Oh, that's cute. Number of moves, 3. This is the only one that changed. Use copy to directly copy the color of the selected floral jelly onto any other nude floral jelly. What? Oh. Wait, no, undo that. That's... I didn't realize that was how it's done. What? Oh, I ended up doing it without realizing it. Okay. Wait, what? Here we go. 6 moves. Use preset to place a pre-existing formula directly onto a corresponding slot. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. What does this look like? Oh my gosh. Close. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, but at the same time, my brain is thinking about something else, and it's so distracting. Okay, all I can do is switch. Let's see. I think here. Yeah. Now we just gotta switch. A lot just to get. Oh, how fun is this? Okay. Moves.
Bongohead and buddies should be able to fight at full power now. We still have some time before the qualifiers start. maybe we should spend some more time training our fungi.
Okay, let's go get our goodies. I'm also getting quite a bit of Primo Gems, which is really nice. What? What? What's in... I guess we could repeat, like, some things. Okay. Okay, we can always go back here, but let's just continue the story for now. Oh my gosh. All the notifications. I really like all the Primo Gems we're getting. Especially since, you know, I'm gonna be pulling on the banner, next week. I'm still deciding how I'm gonna do that, because I think part... Where is this? What? But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna record the banner pulls, because I think we're gonna end up streaming it. But it's also gonna be like a 10-minute portion of the stream, and then I do something else. Why am I not figuring out where to go? Anyways, yeah. Because, like, part of me was thinking, like, I was thinking originally of, like, streaming Nahida's story quest on the day I pull on the banners. One of them, obviously. You guys already know which character. But the thing is, it's like, maybe not a good idea considering what happened in your conquest. I'm like, nope, let's not. So... So yeah, now it's gonna be a separate video. In the fabulous Fungus Frenzy gameplay mode, your elemental skill will be changed to the focused attack command. Also, now that I think about it, isn't this like Pokemon, where we train up our little buddies to fight? Okay. Command all the fungi on your team to attack a single target. Okay. Increase number of uses their skills have. Catch my legs. Destroy 3 zones held by your opponents. The less time you take, and the fewer fungi you lose in the process, the higher your battle score is. Oh dear. This feels like it's a lot, but when we actually start doing this, it'll probably be easier. Oh, that's it. That's it of the quest. It's like 49 minutes. Hey, yeah, it'll be a separate video, it's fine. Anyways, let's go try this out. Oh, okay. Using tough fungi to spearhead targeted attacks on vital areas of the enemy front would be a worthwhile tactic. Okay. I have no idea what to do, but, you know. And it's loading, taking its time. Yes. Okay, Geoslime, and yeah. me more? No. Oh, I guess we should use all our buddies. Click on the thing to unleash Alright. What? I have no idea what I'm doing. What? This is strange. So I'm trying to understand how this all works, and I'm like, what? I think they need to be strong. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this now. I don't know, I'm trying to like just turn my head so much just to see like HP stuff. Because I could literally look at my stream, like, well, not stream, it's not streaming, but my OBS just to look at the skills available. Oh dear. Focus attacks on them. Oh no. But while I'm doing this, I'm gonna just randomly bring this up. Well, once I figure out what I'm doing. Oh gosh, heal. Everyone heal! But also, you know, it's kind of hard to bring it up when I'm like doing this, so maybe after I'm done. Oh no, our poor little thing It's getting hurt real bad. We need heals again. There you go. Almost done. Oh, there you go. Anyways, I think it's... Okay, now I could probably mention something. Because, like, it's kind of random, but, like, how do I put this? So it's not related to this event, but, like, oh yeah, there's still one more thing to do. The, defense thing. But it was, like, something... It's kind of random, but, like... You know how, like, there's always, like, different terms, like, endearing terms that are, like, when referring to, like, each other, like, person A saying a nice, really nice, how do I put it? It's like honorifics in Japan. That's what I'm trying to get at. So basically, I've kept, like, seeing, like, specific ones used in, a different language, and I was like, what do they mean? Because I keep seeing it in, like, text. And I'm like, I really don't know what these means, but I know it's a term of affection or something. So I looked it up and I'm like, huh, interesting. I have learned something new, guys. That's what I want to tell you. Also, where's... Not this, this. I kind of want to... I want to go back to this. Let's go back to this real quick. And then we'll go back to the thing. Oh, I almost just like fell without realizing it. Oh, Paimon's even taller. Is it the cryo one? What was the thing again? I forgot. Whirling cryos fungus within... Oh. Oh, do it quickly. Okay, okay. I just did it so slow. Okay. That's it. Let's go back and do this. Okay, that's like 1. Oh, it tells me here. It's only like adjacent, right? Let's redo that. Oh, maybe I think this makes... Oh, they... Okay, here we go. That was the easier way. What? Oh, Oh, okay, no. Okay, moves taken means... I'm an idiot. Moves taken means how many it took just to get that. Okay, I'm silly and did not realize my mistake there. It's now gonna take people about like 10 minutes later into this video just to realize that I made a mistake. Let's go do the defense one. Okay. You know, this is kind of random, but lately I've been reading fan fictions again. And a lot of them are so interesting. I'm not gonna tell you guys any of it. It's a secret. So what am I doing here? Same. we are making this thing lose its HP a lot. Oh no, don't burn the thing! What? No! Did it early and incorrectly. Hey, come on, almost there. There you go. Is that good enough? I actually can't tell. Oh, got a battle pass thing. Huh. Okay. Oh, do we have them all? Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything on the first day. I think I'll upload these as separate videos because, I don't know, it usually ends up being separate videos in the end anyway, so, you know. So yeah, this event is, quite adorable, let's say that. I'm not really sure how else to put it. Because we're like training fungi. It's kind of like Pokemon, but not really. It's pretty different. Oh yeah, we could get a Dory. Unlocks in 11 hours. Okay, so tomorrow. And the event shop. Just gonna take these. I'm gonna get these. I want to focus on getting these first. Don't worry, we'll eventually get this crown. I still need so many more of these stupid books. Talent book grinding is the worst, as I brought up already earlier today, in the video. But it is kind of fun. But at the same time, it's not, because on my journey to triple crown every element on Traveler, I have to grind that stupid ballad domain so many times. Well, no, it's, you know, the Mondstadt books. I'd call it the ballad domain because of the, you know, I need like 64 gold books and it's not fun. It's painful and it's terrible. It's not fun. And speaking of which, I actually had to grind that domain earlier because obviously I'm getting, you know, a character next week, and he requires those books, and I was missing 10 of them for the talents. Anyways, that's not the point. But anyways, that is all for today. Obviously, next time will be the next part of the event, Day 2, Act 2, and we'll go from there. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.